Hi Libra, this is your July 7th through the 13th weekly tarot reading. We'll have 5 separate spreads in this weekly reading. In the first spread, we'll be looking at new love entering your life. Spread number 2 is for those of you who are already married or in a relationship. In the third spread, we'll see if anybody wants to get back together with you. After that, in spread number 4, we'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances. And the fifth spread will be what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, comment, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is on new love this week, Libra. We have the 6 of Wands clarified by the 10 of Wands. We have the Ace of Cups clarified by the King of Swords. We also have the Page of Cups. In the potential outcome, we have the Ace of Swords with the Fool and the Queen of Swords. And we have the 3 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You're probably dealing with a fellow air sign. Gemini and the Libra, of course, but we also have Aries. If this person is not an air sign, maybe they have some major air placements in their chart, or maybe this person is like very intelligent, very strict, very direct, something about that. Okay? And there is a bit of a hoop to jump through. Okay? Let's talk about assumptions real quick, right? I assume you're the Queen of Swords and you're dealing with this King of Swords, just to make it easier for me to interpret that, because otherwise it will become a mess. Alright, so you're the Queen of Swords, they're dealing with this King of Swords. But again, you can assign the roles as you wish. Anyway, in the potential, let's talk about the potential outcome. Let's focus on that. The Ace of Swords, the Fool, and the Queen of Swords. I assume with those cards, this is you deciding to take a leap of faith, to take a risk with this King of Swords. Okay? Because that's what I think the Fool is. It is a card of going right in. It is a card of taking a leap of faith, taking a risk, trying something new, maybe getting into a relationship with somebody in the past you wouldn't consider getting into a relationship for whatever reason. But maybe this time you will. This time you will make that decision, right? Because I do see you having to make a decision either way. The Ace of Swords, the first card in the potential outcome, is a yes. All right, it's a card of clarity. So you'll be crystal clear about what you're getting yourself into, and you're still doing it, right? And it is a yes. Maybe you're saying yes. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. The 3 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. It is a card of somebody who made up their mind, somebody who made a decision, and this decision is final. But this card, the prerequisite for this card is somebody going through some kind of a decision-making process, somebody having to make a choice, and I think that's you. For some of you, maybe you're choosing between 2 people, right? And you're taking a leap of faith, you're jumping in with this King of Swords. If that's the case, then it kind of makes sense. For others of you, there could be some other reason why you are having to make a choice. Again, maybe this is somebody whom you wouldn't consider in the past. Maybe this person's got a checkered past. Maybe something happened to them in the past. And they're going to be very honest, very straightforward about it. And maybe you have to decide whether it's a deal breaker or not. Whatever happened to them in the past. Right? This reading starts with the 6 of Wands clarified by the 10 of Wands. The 6 of Wands is a card of victory, success, and overcoming something and accomplishing something. The 10 of Wands clarifying that is a card of a struggle. For some of you, maybe something happened to this person in the past and they had to prove themselves that they're no longer that way. Maybe they have a criminal past. I don't know. Maybe they overcame some kind of an addiction in the past. Or maybe this is them simply struggling throughout their life, but now they're very accomplished individual, right? Because maybe they've had to make money, maybe they had to prove themselves, but now they're on the level in their life where they can provide, right? But up until this point, they went through a lot of struggle with the 10 of Wands and the 6 of Wands, but they came out of that as a winner. Like if you're dealing with 2 people, maybe it's this King of Swords who is the winner. Right? If you're dealing with 2 people, the King of Swords could be winning. But how does this person feel about you? They're in love with you, Libra. They're in love with you because the Ace of Cups is clarified by that King of Swords, right? The Ace of Cups is all about love, true, genuine, authentic love. So one interesting reading. The Page of Cups in the middle, maybe this is you saying yes, maybe this is them asking you out on a date. They could also apologize to you, maybe. Maybe you have history. Maybe in the past it just never got off the ground or they went missing. But they may have like an explanation for you. And that explanation will be the truth. Okay, maybe this time they'll be like, you know what, I'm sorry, it didn't happen last time, but can we try again? Okay, and maybe this time you're going to be like, okay, let's see what happens. I believe you. Alright, so yeah, interesting reading. There's a bit of a twist to the story, like I said, why you have to take a leap of faith with this person, why you have to, take a bit of a risk with this person. But I don't see you regretting it in the future. Alright? Really happy for you, Libra. Congratulations. If you are already in a relationship or married, Libra, this spread is for you. We have Temperance, the Ten of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, clarified by Justice, and we have the Two of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius or any zodiac sign. So it's a bit of a decision-making reading. The first spread, the new love spread, was kind of also about you having to make a choice, having to make a decision, and this spread right here is also you having to make a choice. Or maybe you're juggling two things, right? Because the Two of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, it is a card of like juggling. Maybe you have two jobs, maybe you have different responsibilities, or this is you simply trying to make a decision, to be or not to be, right? Temperance, the first card that came out, could be a Sagittarius. You're dealing with it is a card of healing, and it's also a card of patience. But the Temperance card, nobody is ever in a hurry, and maybe you're just taking your time, maybe both of you are taking your time, and maybe you're doing something for your home, for your family, maybe you're looking at options, maybe you're buying a house, or perhaps you're waiting for like a home loan to be approved or something like that. Speaking of homes, the Ten of Pentacles, the next card over, it is a card of a home. It is a card of a family. It is a card of a financial abundance. Maybe you've got a lot of money and now it's time for you to reinvest or something like that, and you're like, okay, so how do we want to reinvest the money or invest the money? Or you're looking at houses or something for your home. And the Ace of Swords clarified by Justice, yeah, it's a yes. You at some point you will come to some kind of a decision or you're hearing from a bank, yes, your home loan is approved, or maybe you're depositing money into a financial institution, maybe you're investing or reinvesting the money. Okay, but with the Ace of Swords, you'll be clear what you want to do. All right, cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Libra, this week. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. In your case, it may not even be an ex. But we have the King of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, the Page of Wands, clarified by the Nine of Cups, and we also have the Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. So I always like it when a king or queen shows up right out the gate, and that's exactly what happened here. So at least we know whom you're going to be dealing with. We know about this person right away. Okay, so the King of Pentacles could be an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or somebody with some major Earth placements in their chart. I think you two will get together for maybe a cup of coffee or a cup of something else and have an interesting, very loving encounter, like a conversation or get-together, gathering. I see you two meeting this person. And it's not necessarily an ex, right? The Six of Cups right next to the King of Pentacles. It is a soulmate card, just like the Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck, by the way. But it is a card of something or someone from the past. Again, not necessarily an ex. It can be, doesn't have to be. And with the Six of Cups, we're usually glad to see people when they show up, when they show back up. Right? Or we're usually glad to go back to where we've been before. The Page of Wands clarified by the Nine of Cups. Yeah, I think you guys there's going to be communication with the Page of Wands. And I think you will see each other. Right? The Two of Cups, I think with the Two of Cups you will see each other. Because we do have two cards with two people in them. The Six of Cups and the Two of Cups. So there's going to be some kind of a meeting with this person. And you guys can take it from there. And I see you guys having like laughs. You're laughing about. You'll have this conversation. You're laughing about whatever it is you're laughing about. So it's going to be something. It's like a pleasant meeting. All right. Cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Libra, this week. We have the Queen of Cups. We have the Star, the Knight of Pentacles, clarified by the Two of Cups. And we also have the Hierophant on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. We also have Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and we have Aquarius. Lots of different zodiac signs. But the Queen of Cups, the first card that came out, I think this is whom you need to focus on. Alright, so the Queen of Cups could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or maybe this person is like very loving, very soft. Okay, very emotional. Okay, and you could be embracing the energy of this Queen of Cups, by the way. Okay, but you know, it kind of feels like networking. That's what I kind of thought of, or networking or education. All right, because the Hierophant on the bottom of the deck could be a Taurus, you know, but the Hierophant is a card of education. It is a card of marriage, right? Maybe it's this person is a family member. It's also a card of something formal, official. It's a card of religion, by the way. It's a card of tradition. Okay, so somehow this Queen of Cups is associated with the Hierophant for you. The star in the middle is a wish come true or healing. Okay, maybe there's some kind of a healing situation going on, but it is a wish come true. And then the Knight of Pentacles clarified by the Two of Cups. This is where that connection comes in. Some kind of a business deal or a job offer or something along those lines. And I think you're somehow a part of this, and so is the Queen of Cups. Maybe this Queen of Cups will find you a job, or you know, maybe they will introduce you to somebody who will find you a job, or you know, if it is some kind of a business deal, then maybe you're making a business deal with this Queen of Cups or through that Queen of Cups. All right, because the Knight of Pentacles with the Two of Cups, yeah. I usually interpret the Two of Cups as a handshake card when it comes to work, business, and finances. It could be literally a handshake, it could be a business deal, paperwork, partnerships, alliances, what have you. And the Knight of Pentacles is the most financially abundant knight out of all four knights. So this is some kind of a serious deal, serious offer that's about to take place. Alright, so somehow this Queen of Cups is a part of it. Maybe you're going to like a Cancer birthday party, and you'll get some kind of an introduction there. Alright, cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen this week, Libra. We have the Chariot, clarified by the Three of Pentacles. We have the Page of Pentacles, clarified by the Empress. And we have the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Cancer. We also have Taurus, maybe another Libra. So this kind of reminds me of the previous spread. Not even kind of. It reminds me of the previous spread, the work, business, and finances spread. Because we have a lot of Pentacles on the table. A lot. And they cannot be ignored. Pentacles can be interpreted as many different things, but primarily Pentacles are, you know, finances, money, something grounded. We have the Three of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. The Chariot, the first card that came out, again, it's a Cancer Major Arcana card. So it could be that same person we saw in the previous spread, the Queen of Cups. The Chariot could also be a card of going somewhere. It's a card of victory and success. It's one of the fastest cards in the deck. The Three of Pentacles clarifying that. It is a card of collaboration and cooperation, or just a group of people gathering together, and doing something together. And something good is going to come out of that. Some kind of a golden opportunity, right? The Ace of Pentacles is a golden opportunity, once in a lifetime opportunity. It's an offer of some sort. Most likely work or business related. The Page of Pentacles in the middle, it could be paperwork, or all of this may start with a page, right? But then eventually it will become the Ace of Pentacles. So it may start small, but then it's got a huge potential. All right, or Page of Pentacles is paperwork, business card. Paperwork, business card, or maybe something you can touch. And the Empress right next to the deck, it's actually your Major Arcana card, Libra. You share it with Taurus, but assume that's you. It's also a card of abundance, right, in any form. It could be emotional abundance or financial abundance, or it's also a card of beauty. All right, so that's what you're not expecting, Libra, and that's what I have for you for this reading for this week. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also comment and subscribe, and other than that, Libra, have an amazing week.